Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, I am pleased to become a part of this occasion, the third International Conference on Science, Mathematics, Environment and Education 2021 held by Universitas 11 Maret. My name is Linda Nurmasari. I am a student in Universitas 11 Maret. I am also a teacher in SD Negeri Masaran 1, a primary school located in Sragen Regency, Central Java, Indonesia. I want to present an article entitled Mathematical Literacy in Primary School, a Systematic Literature Review. The authors of this article are me and my advisors, Professor Budiono, Professor Joko Nurkamto, and Mrs. Murni Ramli, MD. Mathematical literacy receives much attention from policymakers after the publication of Trends in International Mathematics and Science Study, or TIMSS, in 1995. The results of TIMSS show that many students who will enter adult life have difficulty in solving everyday math problems. Mathematical literacy is increasingly in the spotlight because it was one of the domains assessed in PISA since 2000, in addition to reading and science literacy. In PISA 2012, mathematical literacy was defined as an individual's capacity to formulate, employ, and integrate mathematics in a variety of contexts. Mathematical literacy had been widely discussed in various literature, but those focusing in primary schools were still rarely found. PISA assessed mathematical literacy in students aged 15 years. Meanwhile, the IMSS assessed mathematical literacy in 4th grade students, but the IMSS did not define mathematical literacy explicitly. Therefore, the authors interested in conducting a systematic literature review to find out more about the definition, learning, and assessment of mathematical literacy in primary schools. The systematic review process followed Newman and Gall 2020, which consists of 7 steps, as you can see here. We only reviewed articles published within 2013 to 2019. The article reviewed were only high-quality articles from several electronic database sites, namely Google Scholars, Science Direct, Springer, Taylor, and Francis. We only reviewed primary research, both quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. Article taken, only journal articles indexed by Scopus, and STR rating determine the quality of the article. The articles included in the review were as follows. From the article selection process, 20 articles were obtained that best fit the criteria. Of the articles reviewed, 55% used quantitative research methods, 20% used qualitative methods, and 25% used mixed methods. Countries in Europe and Asia dominate where the research was conducted. Only one study was conducted in Africa and one in Australia. Between 2013 to 2019, most articles discussing mathematical literacy in primary schools were found in the Springer publisher. Of the 20 articles reviewed, only 3 articles included the definition of mathematical literacy in their description. One article took the opinions of several experts and institutions, but did not synthesize it into a conclusion based on its version. 2 other articles referred to the OECD definition of mathematical literacy. The results of our systematic literature review showed that the definition of mathematical literacy based on OECD or PISA was the most widely referred to in various studies related to mathematical literacy. From the articles reviewed, learning mathematical literacy must pay attention to the psychology of students. Due to the breadth of materials in mathematics learning, the studies reviewed only focus on one or several aspects of mathematical literacy. There was no research focused on improving mathematical literacy comprehensively. For example, focus on improving cognitive processes, including formulating, employing, and interpreting mathematics in contexts relevant to primary school-age students. Assessment is an integral part of mathematical literacy. Assessment of mathematical literacy in primary school is divided into two: assessment carried out by teachers and assessment using standardized tests. In contrast to PISA, the standardized test for mathematical literacy in primary school is still not prevalent. EGMA is an appropriate test for primary school, but is limited to early grades. Another standardized test, namely WI-82, is not yet widely known, and there was no correlation between this test and the test administered by teachers. Okay, that's all my presentation, and the conclusion is as follows. Thank you so much for your attention, and if you have any question, please ask in the Q&A session. See you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.